Authenticity is something I've struggled with. If you've seen me around campus, I'm sure I was putting on a big smile or furiously working on some project, keeping up with the rat race, maintaining my composure, and really just hiding all of my worries so no one can ever see them. It's a balancing act I've been working on for 3 years now, and one I can no longer do. Elon University can't either. Our home is a breathtaking spectacle of how to hide your weaknesses. We've all seen the dining halls and the ponds right before family weekend or an admitted students day. We like to show off what's great about us, and that's fine. The problem comes when that gets in the way of the real needed improvements that we all know exist. A divided student body, inclusivity initiatives that not enough people pay attention to, and institutional growing pains. Those are real issues for our campus. And making them applicable to all students is how we make our home more genuine again. They're some of the real concerns of the real Elon. And pursuing that authenticity, both institutionally and personally, is why I'm running to be your student body president. So those issues, while daunting, are what SGA was built to tackle. It may sound ridiculous, but SGA is legitimately your voice. But I think we can all agree that there needs to be some work before it too can authentically claim that to be true. It's a massive bureaucracy, and one that needs experience to change, experience that I bring to the table. For years, I have served as a senator, the head of academic affairs, the former chief of staff to the president, and this last year, your executive secretary. And during that time, I've been working on projects that students actually care about. Making sure we have the best funded school spirit initiatives, ensuring that international students feel included during orientation, working towards revamping the entirety of homecoming and the Elon Ball, and providing the largest tailgates in recent memory. Last year, I promised that we were going to take a big step forward on bringing students together. And I think we can all agree that we did that. I want to take that track record and bring it university-wide. First, by making sure that SGA is legitimately the student body's toolbox. Nobody cares if we are exceptional at parliamentary procedure or that our executives have office hours, but they're all the way in upstairs Mosley. I want to make sure that each and every senator is adept at getting student activity fees to their constituents. That when there's a situation of bias, our senators can help students report it. And that the executives can do what I've been doing for most of this last year, working where you hang out. Now, SGA also needs to mobilize against, or not against, but really against the issues that these communities face, but also for the marginalized communities within our campus. Organizations that provide aid and community for these underrepresented students deserve better representation and more financial support. I want to, if elected, reform SGA's bylaws so that MPHC organizations, National Panhellenic chapters, have their own SGA representative. I want to wield the newly passed budget so that we can aid organizations that do provide support to all of these underrepresented communities. And the last thing I'll say on this subject is that at Elon University, there is a very thinly veiled trend of racism, sexism, homophobia, and xenophobia that we need to confront. Ken Brown and the current SGA has done a phenomenal job responding to those issues. But if I'm elected, I want to take a direct, proactive attack against the organizations who have historically propagated that toxic climate. We've seen far too many instances of intolerance, and we must do better. And the final thing I'll talk about today is mental health. So, I cannot commend the Office of Student Life and Counseling Services more for their work. The university has put its money where its mouth is on this issue, and that's been incredible to see. And now the ball is in our court, the students. We collectively need to reassess how we see mental health support. I can speak from personal experience that when I was backed up against the wall, the staff in counseling services were exceptional. And without their help, I wouldn't be here today. Sharing those stories, making sure that people know that asking for help is okay will chip bit by bit at that stigma that stops people from reaching out for help. And so all these issues are just a little bit of the improvements Elon can make. And if you want to learn more about my thinking on this subject, I direct you to my campaign materials. But first, I'll ask you to look as honestly as you can at both yourself and Elon University. What can we do to be more authentic? Over this last year, I've had to reckon with that personally, and I know how hard it is. And I know it's even harder for a full university. But together, we can make our home more authentic. Together, we can provide real leadership for the real Elon. Thank you.